UFOs.
UFO.
UFOs.
Okay,
Let's talk about them.
I love them.
Yeah, we've been talking a lot about aliens and how there's like a lot of like people saying that they confirm them, and people in government, all that stuff, right? Well, there is this video that has gone pretty viral recently, and it's a video of an airplane passenger filming outside their window while they're on an airplane, and they're about to land in Switzerland.
So this is like a commercial flight.
Commercial flight, yes. A commercial flight, Singapore's airline flight. And
They have really good business
airline.
class.
Great airline.
I love Singapore.
yeah, they're the best. They're really good.
Really nice.
So then this passenger was filming outside their window because, you know, just the landscape's so pretty and all this stuff.
Everyone films the landing, yeah.
Yeah, and that's when the pilot started making some announcements.
Ooh.
We have a UFO.
No.
Oh.
Here we go.
You will need to be seated. To brace, place your feet flat on the floor, cross your wrists, and hold on to the seat back in front of you. Rest your hands on your wrists.
Why?
Place your feet flat on the floor. Bend over, place your face in your lap. Put your arms
Keep your eyes
under your
over
legs
here.
and grasp your elbow.
Oh, they're trying to get them to brace for impact?
Brace.
Race.
What the fuck?
Guy was clearly not bracing.
This guy doesn't give a shit.
Oh!
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I missed it.
Look.
Yeah, 'cause
Oh, replay.
Because the position he was describing, it sounds like bracing for impact position.
See that?
Oh.
Holy shit.
He said, "Put your face."
Look at this.
That is crazy.
What is that?
I mean,
It's a UFO, man.
That's literally what a UFO is. We don't know what it is.
Unidentified flying object.
That's a flying burrito.
frisbee.
No, it's a long one though.
High altitude frisbee.
Holy shit, that's
No,
crazy.
isn't that fucking bananas?
How big do you think that thing is in real life?
I don't know, but they were saying that a pilot cannot see a drone.
No, you can't. They'll just smash into it.
Yeah, exactly.
Flying too fast.
Exactly. So then the fact that this pilot saw this object and told people to start bracing.
So that
that's
he could
why.
duck or move out of it.
And then the pilot was doing like a maneuver to avoid this UFO. Like, that's fucking crazy.
So the
There
UFO
has
went under.
to be
yeah, it looks like it went under.
like big or something, or some
has to
sort
be
of
big.
size. If
Yeah.
he's like, okay, I need to dodge it, or we need to brace for impact in case it crashes into us.
Can I
Look at
see that
this.
speed? I want to see
So
it.
That is insane.
see it again.
What is that?
Well, I don't know how far away it is relative to the.
Yeah, exactly.
It's moving so fast.
It's moving super fast.
Oh, I was thinking it wasn't moving fast because the plane itself is moving
yeah.
really fast.
Oh, there it
There's-
is.
Because then if we could see it, I assume it's just staying still,
Yeah.
and then the plane flew by it.
Yeah.
Unless it's like further away, then it moves.
Because if it's going like this,
It would be way
Yeah.
fast. It would be really hard to catch. So
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
Kudos to the pilot for being able to even see it.
exactly.
So I have a friend. He just got his pilot's license, and he was saying, you know, when you're flying into airspace, the reason why they have those air traffic controllers is none of the planes can even see each other. So if you imagine, like, if you're on like an intersection, right? There's like 4-way intersection. Everyone is about to meet at the middle, waiting for a red light or green light. In the air, it's way more than 4-way intersection. It's more like 8-way intersection with multiple levels, people descending or landing. So everyone is trusting the air traffic controller to kind of navigate and tell them like where to go.
the guy that's
No,
dancing.
the guy that's on the
in the tower.
All the way at the bottom.
That's what my brother does. He's an air traffic controller.
Yeah, so the guy in the tower is responsible for hearing how fast this person is approaching in what direction, and then telling the other guy, okay, you got to make a U-turn, you got to turn around, and that's why it's like the most stressful job
I
in the
have
world.
heard it's a very stressful job.
Because you're managing like the 405, but in multiple layers, and the pilots just have to trust what this guy's seeing, because everything, like if you're moving at 400 miles an hour, the other person's moving at 400 miles an hour, no one's seeing anything.
My brother's an air traffic controller, and he loves it because he's at a smaller airport. So he just gets to kick it.
Nice.
It's like no one's flying that day.
Yeah, not that many.
Every time I think about that job, it always reminds me of Breaking Bad.
Yes, I was just thinking about that.
Like his daughter dies,
And he comes back to work.
he goes back to work, and he makes a plane crash into a neighborhood.
Oh yeah.
No, they hit each other.
Oh, and then the pieces. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
So they don't have that fucking green thing that goes beep, like the radar in the movies, beep, and then you see the thing getting closer, beep, and you're like, oh
I think that's the guy like on the submarine where you're out in the middle of nowhere.
no! I know, right? It's usually a
Because there'll be like 50 dots.
yeah.
I know. I wonder what it's like if you don't have an air traffic controller. Like, what if you lose communications for whatever reason?
I think it's all digital now.
Fuck.
I don't know. I never asked him because it's kind of boring. I guess I'll ask
Had
him.
to have a
though.
conversation
I'll
with
ask
him.
him.
Yeah, it's so interesting because like we are so dependent on technology and.
I think they have so many redundancies. So like if one
Like checks and
fails, they have another
balances.
one. Because I know with planes and stuff too, especially with planes, and cars have it too, where every switch has like multiple switches in it. So like it can't just trigger by accident. Because like I think like when the Prius first came out, it's like, you know how like the pedal was no longer directly connected to the engine, it was like to the computer and then to the engine.
I don't even know.
So when you give gas, you're like telling the computer to give gas. But then when the car first came out, it was just simply that, right? It's electronically doing that. But then there would be like cosmic waves that would hit it, and all of a sudden now your gas is stuck on forever, and people, like a bunch of people died. So now every single one of these like controllers or switches, whatever, have like multiple switches in it. So you're basically pressing 3 switches at once. So I assume with planes, there's like redundancies where multiple things have to fail before like you lose complete communication.
Oh, that's good. That makes me feel better.
Yeah, it's not like a Wright Brothers archaic, like a bicycle with a fucking wing and shit.
Yeah, because don't they say that that's what tends to happen around these like certain pockets in the Earth, like the Bermuda Triangle or whatever? There's like no radio,
The signal,
Yeah.
like you lose all of it.
some shit like that.
Now it's the aliens. As soon as you go through the Bermuda Triangle, they go, "Gotcha, bitch," and then they take you. That's like their Venus flytrap.
Is that where what's her name disappeared? Amelia Earhart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Yep. But also, you know, she's a lady and she was riding a plane, so that's dangerous.
Women drivers is what you're. I
That's
understand.
really dangerous. Yeah.
Yeah. She had a male co-pilot, I guess.
Oh well, he was probably trying to help.
Why wasn't he driving?
I thought she went alone.
No, she was by herself.
She was with this guy.
Oh really?
Yeah. They both disappeared together.
Oh, I never hear about this guy.
She had like I think he was a navigator or some shit. Boy, he fucked up, huh?
You know what?
Thank you.
He fucked up with the directions, huh?
Right? I don't know who did what, but yeah, no.
Took her straight into the fucking mouth of the devil.
Well, she was the first female aviator to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean, but then what happened when she disappeared? Let me see.
Bermuda Triangle.
If you were in this plane and then the pilot just starts giving you all these instructions through the intercom, would you start freaking out?
No, I'd be filming out the window like he was doing, and not listening.
But then how did he know that something was gonna fly by?
He didn't know. I think he was just being like, I don't know.
He's like, I gotta get vlog content because like I have to post today.
Yeah. My stockpile's going away.
Yeah, like
But you know what?
The
Actually,
algorithm will fuck up.
seeing how steady this was and the fact that it wasn't shaking, it didn't move. I'm thinking he stuck it to the window.
Oh, like a suction?
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing.
Or he had one of these mounts. Oh shit!
He's like, no.
Because then he wouldn't be out the window, and he'd be like, "Oh fuck."
That's crazy. He didn't scream or anything.
No, there were a lot of people that
I heard
freaking
screaming.
out.
But other people were screaming, but he wasn't.
Remember that one video?
I don't know.
Where he's like, somebody take down his plane.
Dude, I'd be fucking flipping out, especially hearing the pilot say brace. Like me watching the video, it like gave me emotions where I'm like, holy fuck, that's fucking scary.
Have you been on a plane where it went pretty much sideways like that and you can see the ground?
No, holy fuck.
Not like that.
Well,
I've
getting
done the
close to the airport.
tilty buddy thing where they just.
Yeah, a little bit of a tilt.
The scariest thing I've had was a plane. We were going to Beijing and they had like a icy runway and like it was storming. And then when we landed, they didn't do it right, so they had to take off and then do it again. That was fucking.
It's like Die Hard 2.
Yeah, it was like, oh, and then it was like, what the hell? Like,
So sorry, everybody. Gotta try again.
everyone was crying and shit, man. It was crazy.
Like, was it just like a little bit off of the ground and then back down, or you had to come back?
No, it was
up?
like going down and then going back up.
Oh.
It was like, yeah.
Damn.
Did they say, oh, hey, we think we know what this was, or?
Well, no, because I kept trying to find more info on this particular incident, but like the airlines aren't really saying anything, and yeah, like I couldn't really find anything else. It was just that people they were reporting it like thankfully the pilot did what he did and he was able to avoid it, but then they were saying that it was like pure like luck that he avoided that.
Yeah, because like that thing, like if you're a pilot, right, and you're flying towards it, you see like a dot pretty much. From the side, we see like how long it is. So that's crazy. That guy even had the like instincts to see something flying towards him, and he's like, "Oh shit!" and he like dips the plane a little
Or
bit.
traffic control could have been like, you have someone coming at you at this speed.
true.
Yeah.
I mean, but if aliens are super smart, he would know to dodge that plane too,
You would
That's what
think
they
they're
did.
intelligent life.
right? You'd have to assume that he's
What
like,
if we give them too much credit, Ren?
But there's probably women
What if
driver
they're flawed?
aliens too.
You fucker.
yeah.
that has a male co-pilot.
Right?
Hey,
Yeah.
named Fred Noonan, by the way.
Oh, see, yeah, I was right. Yeah,
Fred Noonan. But yeah.
he was the navigator, right?
So they got lost
Yes.
together in Bermuda Triangle?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's on him, dude.
Perhaps people don't blame him more,
They should.
It's on her.
right? No one even hears about
That's
it.
on him, dude.
Yeah, he was.
She was probably flying all good, and he's like, "Hey, what do you want to eat?" And she's like, "Oh shit." So why'd you open those can of worms?
Stupid.
He's like, "Anything," and he goes, "All right, what about this?" No, not that.
You're so stupid.
Well, no, because apparently the last thing that she said was that they were lost. So that's on him for sure.
Because he's the navigator.
Really? That was the last thing she said?
That was like the last thing that they reported is like, hey, we're looking for their destination. We haven't found it yet, basically.
Damn, one job.
Yep.
Yeah, it was near New Guinea.
And then she's like, Fred, and he's like,
Yeah, that was in 1937.
Damn, that's great.
There's a photograph, I guess, that came out a couple years back where they had, I can't remember where it was, but the Japanese military have like taken a picture, and in the background is a cat who looks exactly like Fred Noonan, and there's a woman, and her profile is like, boom, spot on Amelia Earhart.
What?
So
So is there conspiracy?
there's a theory, yeah, that they landed somewhere and then they were captured by the Japanese military.
Wow.
Pretty interesting.
But that would be weird why they didn't get released or anything afterwards, huh?
Well, there was beef back then between,
Well, there was World War II. Yeah.
so that's the running.
She's the last samurai.
Oh.